we're back, folks. Welcome to our show, Dating and Marriage Perspectives. Damn good to the last word. I'm your girl, Karina, and I'm joined by my girl, Amber. And today, that's right. Today, we're talking about, love and relationships. They come from somewhere, right? So Amber and I are spending some time today in this show to just talk about, where we've seen healthy relationships and love and not so healthy relationships and not so healthy love modeled by people in our lives. And just, just kind of take a moment. It kind of takes stock of what surrounds us when it comes to relationships and love and whether or not we take their advice into our own lives. So I kind of want to start. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, let's jump in it. Are you kidding?
So, because the first thing that comes to mind is our parents are our first, I can't think of the word, but they're the first people that we trust, right? They raise us, they secure a home and food and clothing and all these things for us. So we put a lot of trust into our parents. And they're also the first people, at least for me, that model relationship and love. So maybe we can start there.
Sure.
My parents are divorced. They divorced when I was young, 6 or 7 years old. And it was, it always seemed like they were not on the same page.
What do you mean by
I feel like they weren't always on the same page. There was just like my dad saying something about my mom saying something about my dad. We just heard it from both ends, and it's tiring. You're 6, 7 years old. I'm like, I just want a Barbie. I don't want to hear about you guys' arguments. Your dad's not doing anything. And
right.
And over time, my dad has talked less about that. Like I remember not hearing so much about maybe complaints that he felt or wanted to express, but not really expressing around us. My mom, on the other hand, she's just like, and I finally came to an age, I'm like, Ma, I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah.
Get a hotel, I'm stay at a friend, whatever. So I got to a point where I could just stop and just not hear it. But anyway, so at a certain point, I was like, man, I first of all, I don't want to get married and get divorced. Like, I don't think it should be a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, let me reset. I don't want to get married knowing that there's an out. I could just get divorced, right? And I think that's something that people kind of keep in the back pockets.
Yep, I agree.
A lot. Like, if it doesn't work out, we'll just separate and get a divorce. Like, the work isn't really put in.
Sure, I agree.
So, so thinking about my parents, and they've said things over time. I'm like, why'd you get married?
Oh my God, but they're so cute when they're together. So honestly,
my mom is such a pain in the butt. Like, my mom's in her 70s, my dad's in his 80s, and my mom was just like, I love you. And my dad's like, stop, lady, stop.
I would love to see them.
But yeah, it's playful now. I think they've come to an age where they've known each other for so long and have had 3 kids together, that there's a level of respect and care there.
Yeah.
But for a while, it wasn't like that. So for a while, I was like, holy shit, I don't want to be.
La 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 la.
Yeah, no, I just didn't want to be like that at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Anyway, so that's what comes up for me, like in terms of the people in my lives that are modeling relationship and love. And for me, with my parents, for a while, it was like, I just don't want to be like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable. Because I would hope to think that most people going into it, even though it is easy to just to say, let's give up, I'm done. I hope most people don't go into it thinking it's that easy, and think like, I don't think most people go into a relationship or marriage and say, you know what, I'm going to get divorced in 5 years. I hope not. But some people are just like, well, let me get out what I can get out of it and go from there, move on. But I don't think that's like, seeing, even though your parents are divorced, seeing their relationship now is very beautiful in my opinion. And I think it'd be nice for more people if they could work together, even if they're not together, could work together and still have that relationship. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, that is nice. They weren't and they weren't always like that. You see them like old and wrinkled and
Old and wrinkled.
cute,
They look good.
cute.
They look good.
But my dad's very much, living life and all those things. And you don't see them very often. So you don't
True.
have a montage of like decades of arguments and
That's
this and
true.
that. And like me just like
That's
having headaches just hearing them and all that stuff. But I remember my mom saying, that's, I don't know, it's like 5, 6 years ago. It's pretty recent.
Yeah.
She said, I never really loved your dad.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, why'd you get married? Oh, there was time and this and that. And I'm like,
that's very interesting, and maybe for another show, but that's very interesting how women felt they needed to get married back in the day versus now. That is maybe on one of our next shows, I would love to explore that.
totally on board with you.
Okay.
Yep, totally on board. My mom had a kid already. Stanley was already born. Out of this, Stanley had a father figure. Still does, still this day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stanley's 50. My dad's going to be 86.
Right.
So out of all of that, Stanley has a father figure. But
Sure.
yeah, it's so true that, and that's still today. Like, you're a woman and you're supposed to be married. You're at a certain age and you're supposed to be married.
Yeah.
And I get that all the time, like in dating. Oh, I'm surprised you're not married yet.
Why aren't you married
How
yet?
come you ain't got no kids? Like,
Yeah.
It's okay that I'm not married, and it's okay that I don't have kids.
Yeah. And if
How you doing
on your own, you could do it on your own.
That too.
Just saying.
That's it. But yeah, back to your point, very likely she felt the pressure of, hey, this guy's around.
Yeah.
I got a kid. I gotta need a father figure. I'm gonna get married.
Sure. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine. I just think it was so different for women back then, and we're very fortunate to be where we are today and not have to feel like that. But yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know. That's for another show.
That's for another show. That is for another show. And it's just thinking about time, because you're hitting on like time from back then. This is 70, I don't know, 74. We'll say 73, 74, which was not that far from, first of all, voting rights.
Yeah, I was just about to say civil rights period. Right.
Like it was just not it was just so fresh. It was just so fresh. And women to think of themselves as independent.
Yeah.
Back then. Girls, independent.
Yeah.
Not today, not right now.
Right. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy. But glad.
What about you? People in your life that model a relationship or love?
Yeah. Well, clearly the first thing, like you already said, is like our parents, unfortunately my dad is passed now, but before, my parents were married for 40 years, and I have seen the struggles, I will say that, and them being on the brink at times, but I'm glad that they pushed through. It's so funny because my mom always says, like, unfortunately, when my dad passed, they were like really at like such a sweet spot in their relationship, which, you know, of course it takes 40 years to train a man, but like,
Hey, not that long. Not that
right,
long.
right. No. I agree, actually. I'm learning that. But there are certain things, and it's so funny because I always felt that after my brother and I got out of the house and moved out, their relationship was so fun. Like we'd come home and they'd be laughing, and I'm like, where'd this come from? Where's this been? You know, but
And they're celebrating
yeah,
something they
exactly.
planned the moment both of you were born.
Yeah,
One day you will not be in my house.
that's
And
right.
they will celebrate.
Oh,
We will
but we
celebrate.
will, but we will.
Success.
Yes. But I learned a lot. I learned the way that my dad treated my mom, which I think was really important to me because it's really probably that's probably the way I married now, you know. I mean, the way that my
How
dad,
did your dad treat your mom?
oh, like a queen, like a queen,
Mhm.
you know. And I mean, like I said, their relationship wasn't perfect, but I mean, he was not going to have anybody disrespect her. He was going to protect, provide, and profess. You know how Steve Harvey talks about those three things. So
That's right.
um yeah, so I also saw that with my dad's parents, you know, because they were married for 50 plus years, you know, maybe
Mm.
even, oh, maybe 60 plus years, somewhere around there. So um and they definitely, you know, they had 5 kids, so you know they struggled, you
Yeah.
know. But even till the end, you know, there's just between my mom and dad and my grandparents, there's always that love, and you knew that, you know, they were just going to be like a ride or die. So that's kind of, I just feel like that's where I've seen it and felt it for sure.
Provide, protect, and profess. I love it.
Can we get Steve Harvey on here one day? We're gonna have to,
Can we?
yeah, let's
I
make a
mean,
call. Let's make a call.
let's make a call. I got him on speed dial.
Yeah, we should.
Not, but I'll find out. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna
Oh,
find
that's
you.
right.
Hey, can we pause on ride or die? Like, do people understand what that means, ride or die?
Mm,
To
mm.
ride or die for your partner?
Yeah. Yeah. I listen to Thug Life. No, I'm sorry. Like, I just
Hey,
feel like, you know, and I feel like I have that for my husband too, right? Like we may bicker, or I may bicker and go at him, but nobody's going to disrespect him. And he's not going to let anybody disrespect me. You know, even if we are in the biggest fight, I know
right.
that I can always count on him, you know, so, and he can count on me. And that's really what I see as a ride or die.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's yeah, I agree with that. And it's, if you're mad, I'm gonna carry that with me. Like I'm gonna be like, yo, you're pissed, I'm pissed. What are we gonna do about it? If you're sad, I'm gonna be sad along with you. Not that I'm taking on my partner's stuff,
Yeah.
but
What you do?
I connect with whatever you're feeling about something,
Yeah.
right? There's there isn't a moment in or a place in me where I'm in the mood to celebrate when you're down and out. Like
Right.
I want to connect with you. I want to check in on you. Are you okay?
Sure. Sure.
And yeah, the ride or die aspect of a relationship to me is like where you go, I go. Where I
Yes.
go, you go.
Yes.
You got my back no matter what.
Yeah.
Pissed off or not pissed off.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not going to let anybody hurt you, touch you, nothing. I got you.
Mhm.
So
But there's gonna be problems.
there's gonna be issue. I mean, but on the other side of that, like, I mean, do you have you ever been in a relationship yourself where you're like, mm, this is, I know I'm not supposed to be up in this relationship.
Oh, let me count the ways.
Uh,
That I shouldn't be in this really. Yeah, no, there are like I remember dating because I'm bored.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm bored. I am not gonna put in my best self
Right.
here, which is more likely that I'm dating a couple guys at a time, not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Ah, she
Sunday.
got jokes tonight.
Ah, maybe a Monday and Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday.
If
Give
you
me my
don't know
weekend.
about that, go back to the first
I
show.
know. You're an expert. You know how to do that much better than me because I text the wrong person. So
Yeah.
obviously I can't handle more than two guys at a time.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, so if I'm bored, I'm just like, I just need somebody to keep me busy. I'm not really looking into your values and your morals and your principles and how you add or contribute to my life. So it might not come up as a good idea to date you because I'm just not there with you. So that's one way that has shown up is not pursuing someone or a little play when it's just not going to turn out to be everlasting kind of thing.
But has any of that gone into like a full-blown relationship and you've known like, dang, this is not going to work out? Like, I know I've gotten into a relationship like boyfriend, girlfriend, where I can't cheat. And I'm just like, I know this is not for me, but I'm going to keep going. Have you ever booze?
So I mean, yeah, top of my head is this one guy I met. He was in LA, and kind of right away I was like, there's some things you believe in way too much, like just focus on materials. Sure. And trying to be like other people and try to mold into how you're supposed to look like and be like for the industry that he was working for.
Oh.
I kind of get it, LA, the scene, all this stuff and all of that. At the same time, I never really got his true self because he was trying to be like his friend, like getting the same car as his friend.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with your car. Why do you want to get a used one?
Right.
Which broke down on him. And it was a terrible investment. And just listening to him, how his relationship with money and spending and keeping up and all those things. And I try to listen for everyone's story. So it made sense to me, his relationship with money based on how he grew up and all those things. Well, and that came up pretty right away. Right. And getting to know each other. We didn't date long. We dated for like 4 or 5 months. We spent a lot of time together. But I knew within a couple of weeks, a month, I was like, I don't know.
Well, was it something like from what you've learned, right? When we talk about like our family and where we learn love, like what was it about that relationship? It sounds like it was the complete opposite of what you saw at home. Like, what was it about that relationship, or was there a connection?
I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. One of the things that was not good between my parents was that my mom likes to spend money.
Oh, okay.
She likes to buy herself some nice stuff and get this and get that and whatever. Yeah. My dad, on the other hand, he likes to save. He'll save and he'll wait. He will wait it out. He will save until he is comfortable and ready to make the purchase that he wants to make.
Right. Okay.
And, I think some of that reminded me when I was seeing this person. Yes, some of that reminded me of, you're just making these decisions just because you want to keep up with the Joneses. You and I are going to have issues.
Right.
I mean, I like nice things. I like nice things.
Yeah, of course.
But you also know that I save and I'm preparing myself.
Yes.
emergencies and stuff like that. So I treat myself once in a while. But listening to him, I'm like, you and I are gonna have issues. If this is how you're gonna spend your money, you're not saving for it. And he was running a business, and his business was in jeopardy because he was making other financial decisions. I'm like, wait, this is your bread and butter. This is your career. This is where you welcome your clients.
Right.
And you're not gonna have that because you decide to buy a semi-used or semi-new. I'm not great with cars. I forget what it was.
It doesn't matter. It broke down.
It did. So to me, I'm just like, and if I have to work through that at the beginning, it's just too much work already.
True. Very, very.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. Anywho, what about you? Someone like getting into a relationship almost kind of like at the get-go, this ain't gonna work out. Yeah. But let me see where this goes.
Sure. There were two. One, the first night I met him, he was a bouncer at a club. And the first night I met him, some friends and I were going to Rosarito for a weekend. And I got back and I literally had like 15 messages from him. Like, where are you? Why aren't you calling me back? And I'm like, yo, I just gave you my number, a day ago. You know what I mean? Like, so that was a red flag because of everything that tumbled through that, right? Like, that was just a complete crazy nightmare. The other one who I ended up getting in a longer relationship with, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if all listen, you guys let us know, because I'm curious if all women have this like relationship that really just fucks you up and you're already down and you don't even know why you're in the relationship, even all the way through the relationship, and it's not going to work. And him and I would get these verbal matches, and like he would just say some crazy stuff. And I know that's because his mom had told me that's what he saw growing up. And I just saw that behavior. So here I'm thinking I can fix him, but I'm losing myself. So,
oh boy.
Oh yeah, that was a complete mess. And one night he just said the wrong thing. And I thought I was going to probably have to go to jail that night. And I said, this is not healthy. So I got out of it. Thank God. I always say, thank God I didn't get pregnant by any of these guys. Jesus.
Praise the Lord, right?
Praise God. That is the truth. Won't he do it?
Yeah, won't he do it? Hallelujah.
So yeah, it was crazy. And I just wonder, like, do all women, or was it just me, like just go through this period where they're just like in a freaking valley and they're not really sure how they got there, and they're all their way out. And
when you lose yourself, you don't recognize yourself in a relationship anymore. Get out.
Get out. I wish I had like tea with, from the
seriously. And a relationship shouldn't get you to that point.
No, you should not.
If I'm at a point where I don't know who I am, why I'm doing the things I'm doing, how I got here.
Yeah.
There's some serious reflection. I need to rethink this whole situation.
And it was nothing that I grew up with. Like, that wasn't, I think I was just trying to save somebody, Captain Save-A-Ho, I guess you can call me in that moment. But I guess I was just trying to save somebody, but I was drowning. And that's the not
last word, Captain Save-A-Ho. I just can't. I love it. We're gonna make t-shirts out of these.
We are.
Phrases. Goodness.
Yeah, crazy, but yeah. So that's, I'll just say, that's my experience. I feel, and then when you get out, you don't even know. It's so interesting trying to like find yourself. You really have to have a good, like I had I had a couple other friends, my friend Mo. It was so interesting because I was so down, and I always share this with him because he said, baby girl, when you realize who you are, you're going to be the shit. And like, I didn't understand what he was saying at the time because I don't know. I just lost all confidence. It was crazy. But I always try and pass that information on to people too. Like it is true. Like what we have, where we come from, you know, who we are. Shoot, please, come on.
That's why you ask about people's childhood. Hey, what's up? How, jar games. Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Shoot. I will play a jar game all day long, every day.
You know,
Make
what
it
are
look
we
like
gonna
it's
do?
fun. It's fun. It is fun. It's
Why don't
like
we do a jar
stories
game?
that come out. What's that?
Why don't we do a jar game?
We
one day?
should. We should. Our next episode, we should do that.
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
The stories that come out of it, it's just so priceless.
Well, I don't, but
and I equally share too. It's just, yeah, jar game people.
Get it.
Get it. Put some questions in a jar. Pour yourself a glass of whatever.
Yeah.
Start asking questions.
Yep.
You will be grateful for the stories that come out of this.
Show enough.
Show enough. All right, let us proceed. Okay, so we talked about, people in our lives, modeling relationships. Are there people in your life modeling a relationship or modeling love that you just like, I don't agree with this, or you might want to rethink this, or not for me. It's not for me.
Yes. Ooh.
God is with you, my child.
Yeah, I mean, I have I know some people.
Take your time.
Okay. I'm trying to use my words correctly. Yeah, I would not have done this, but I am a firm believer, in my opinion, that the way you get a man is the way that you'll lose them. And I know somebody who was married and was messing around with somebody, and the husband and wife got divorced, and now these two are together, but they fight all the time. And I don't know, in my opinion, like if I were to get somebody that way, I don't know that I would be able to trust them. There's just no way I could trust them. And I think they have that issue. So I'll leave it at that.
Trust?
Yes. Right. And I am really surprised how somebody thinks that, I don't know. I'm just of the mindset, like I said, is the way you get him, the way you're going to lose him. You can't really be, or her, and you can't really be mad about it because you knew what you were getting into because you did it. So that's just, I guess, my 2 cents on that. But they're engaged now. So, hey, more power to them.
Or, because that happens, right? You get into a relationship with someone who, cheated on their wife, whether with you or somebody else.
Sure.
And you're in it. And I wonder, do people even take the time to learn and understand why the cheating even happened? Right. And I'm not condoning cheating. I'm not saying.
Oh, no, but that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't
like, hey, why'd you cheat on your partner? Why'd you even get there? How'd you even get there?
Right.
Like,
right.
did it have to happen? Kind of thing.
Right. I just think it's like that. The grass always looks greener on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But what does it take to put that grass, keep that grass green?
Exactly.
So I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. I'll keep names out of it, but you know who you are. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just you, Amber. It is what it is. It just comes out.
What it is.
Oh my
what
goodness.
About you? I mean, what about you?
People who people in relationships, their approach or whatever that I don't really agree with. I could go back to my parents, growing up, watching their relationship, even though they're divorced. terms of like friends or other people, I can't say, I guess I can't think of one where I'm just like, besides hearing, why people break up, sometimes it's because of cheating or,
Sure.
you know, things like that. Of course, I know if I'm at a point where I'm getting to that point, or my partner is thinking like this is a response to what's going on, tell me you want to be out. Because
Yeah.
trust, like you said, trust,
Yeah.
that trust is broken,
Mm-hmm. It's hard to get
and
back.
I gotta work at trusting you again. Oh,
Yeah.
just send me to the cuckoo house.
Yeah.
Seriously, because I really do not want to be that person who's wondering, is he really going to Target? Is
Right.
he really going to CVS?
Right.
Is he really going to work?
Right.
But why is he staying late at work? The cheating happened with somebody from work. Like, it is mentally exhausting for me to have these questions run through my mind because he decided to
Right.
cheat.
Yep.
And for me, I cannot face looking at my partner's face and the disappointment and the everything that goes along with not trusting me anymore. Like, how do I even get back to a place where you could trust me again?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a lot of fucking work.
Right.
So I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
And guess what? Don't do it.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm with, don't do it. If you're heading towards there, cut it off. Cut me loose.
Yeah. Yep.
The trust factor is just, I just can't. And I've been in a relationship where trust was broken like multiple times. A different kind of cheating, not a cheating with women, but he was drinking and all this stuff, and just like, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can even recuperate from the first trust that's broken. Now you're asking me to recuperate from the second and third. I'm done.
Yeah. 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 Because then you start to settle, and that's when I think you start to go downhill, in my opinion, about
I'm going down.
You like the body roll? You can only see my neck, but it's cool. That's right.
Yeah, I just can't.
Yeah.
Losing myself. Oh, hell no. I can't.
Yep.
I gotta keep my hair. When I'm stressed out, I lose hair.
Well, you can't lose all that hair, girl. It'd take a
No,
long,
I can't, but
whole life,
patches
girl.
be gone. Patches here, patches there.
It's so interesting because I forgot my point.
I'm sorry.
No. I almost feel, again, like going back, I feel like every woman has to have that relationship, right? Because once you hit the bottom, you know what your bottom is, and you know what you will never accept again. And
that's true.
And without that experience, I don't know. I mean, hopefully people don't have to have that experience, but
that too. Like, this is a hell of an experience.
Yeah.
But where you should not be in a relationship.
Yep.
And where you should not be in a relationship with yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Come on.
Close. Hello.
Meow.
Like you said, you gotta know your worth.
Yeah.
You gotta be good with yourself.
Yep.
It's not perfect, but being self-aware that you're not gonna let yourself go to a place of dark valley and
the shadow of death.
Having to climb up again. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a long climb sometimes.
Yeah, girl, and you be scratching and crawling, trust me.
Hey, hello. Ashy knees and everything.
Ashy Larry. Ashy Lori.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. Okay. My goodness, steers here.
Well, no, I mean, how would you describe the relationship that you're in now?
I would say growing.
Oh.
I would say I would say trust.
Mm. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I would say it's trusting.
Mhm.
It's new, right?
Mhm.
I mean, it's kind of new. It's like 6 months in. But 6 months in your 40s is different from 6 months in your 20s. I just have to say that. Because to me, like right now, I'm 46. Don't let this fool you.
Don't let it fool you. Don't crack. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
But yeah, 46, 6 months, I'm like, all right. If I wasn't feeling him, he would have been gone a couple weeks in.
Good.
Or so.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, promising,
Mhm.
growing, new, trusting.
Mhm.
Yeah, fun.
Aw. Well, yeah, you guys are going out of town.
Yeah, that too.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Nice.
I love it too.
That's pretty awesome.
What about you? Married for almost 10 years.
I know.
Your boy just had a birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I do. Yeah, I think all of those. And then I just go back to like my ride or die. I mean, I don't need anything from him. I don't ask for him anything from him much. But, I trust that if I ever needed anything else, more than what I already received from him, or protection, or I mean, he just gives me all of that, and I hope I do the same for him most days.
You got a good guy.
I do. He's got a good woman.
Yes, he has an awesome lady.
Thank you.
He has an awesome lady.
Yeah.
I will be the one to say, like, if God forbid something happens between the two of you, I will not say, and this is by no means targeting anybody in my life, I will not say, I never liked him.
I'm glad. I would hope you would have told me before I said I do, and that's for
well, shit happened so fast between you and him. I didn't even breathe. I couldn't even breathe. I was like, wait, what is happening?
What happens when you have two Scorpios? They're just like, we're just all in. Fuck it.
Oh my goodness. I didn't have time to reflect. I was like, all right, y'all be there. Sure, I'll be there too. Yep.
It's on
baby shower. Absolutely, no problem.
That's right.
Quick, people, quick.
That's right.
Fasting.
Yes. Yep. It takes work. It's not easy, but we know we're both willing to put the work into, which is
that's like the magic ingredient is working at it.
Yeah. Which is interesting. Before we close up, like I always ask, like I love to talk to people who've been married for a long time, and I always want to get insight from them, like how the hell did you do that, and like the number one answer that I hear is compromise. Like who we were 10 years ago too is not who we are today. But
right.
And I'm not talking about compromise your values or anything like that, but be willing to hear another side, be willing to hear how they felt in the situation, and
negotiate.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely.
We're work in progress.
And that's you're not going to be the same people in 5 years. So you're just working on yourselves, working on each other.
Yeah.
Your parents, your professionals.
Yeah.
Your individuals.
Yeah. And then afterwards, when the kids are out the house, we'll come back and laugh a lot.
That's right. I love how you tie that in together. I love it.
Oh, and like I like how you said, like your best relationship you can have is with yourself. It's true.
You can't run away from yourself.
Mm-mm.
I sleep with me, I bathe with me, I brush with me, I eat with me. So I better be happy or, be a healthy person for myself.
Yep. Yeah. Don't depend on anybody else. So, okay, wrapping up.
Wrap it up.
Thanks guys so much for, do it. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We appreciate it. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure to comment below. We'd love to hear your feedback. if you're listening to us on our podcast through Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and have any questions or would like us to address a particular topic on the show, feel free to email us at damperspectives@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you and just get some feedback. But yeah,
I love it.
all right. Love you, Mama. Safe travels tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, thank you. We leave on Friday, but I can't wait. It's just, it's time.
I don't blame you.
Disconnect.
Yes.
Out
Yeah.
of town.
Yeah. Just
Thank you.
get some time for you too.
That's right. That's right.
I love it. I love it. Well, thanks so much for watching and listening. We love to hear from you guys. Bye.
Bye.